Winger Vat with Fish Head Videos. We had a little lunch down at the Mo Club in Missoula, Montana here. Great place to eat if you've never eaten there. You should go down there. If you're ever in Missoula, hit it. So it's the Missoula Club. Better known for the locals is the Mo Club, but excellent burger. Next fly we're going to do, and again, these are for Georgetown Lake, but they're anywhere. But these flies that I'm tying right now, I specifically designed those for Moose Marina, and they haven't even seen them yet, but these are Leech patterns, so they're really good. And here's just a few of the different ones. This would be black with a hint of red in it. There's black with a hint of purple. Olive with some blue and stuff in it, and this is a brown. I still have a few other ones to do. You could do them in straight purple. Well, you can do these. You can do leeches. There's burgundy. There's reddish tones. And I just wanted to give you a comparison. This would be what a woolly worm would look like. Now, I just think personally that I like the looks of this as a leech pattern over the woolly worm. Not that the woolly worm isn't a great fly, it is. It's probably one of the most underfished flies today. They will always produce fish. But just with some of these new materials that we have today, I just kind of think for me, it's a better way to go. Ultimately, it's the fish's decision, but we'll see. Alrighty, so let's get started. We'll look and see what kind of materials we have here. For the dubbing, again, this is a Flytyers Dungeon product. This is their Leech dubbing, black, and as you can see that it has. Let me get it some light. You can see how much hints of red it in it, and those make a difference. Believe me. Black 6/0 thread. Some lead on this one. You want to fish these things deep. This is just going to be filler. This is just small chenille. You could use, you could use almost anything because you're not going to see it. This is that particular dubbing right here. This is going to be a size 6 hook today. And with that, I think let's get her started. All righty. Okay, one of the secrets with this lead is that you want to get it really tight. If you put it on there loose, it'll spin around the whole thing. So I make a bend back toward me with the end of it. You can see how I just set that little end right there. And then I wrap really hard. Really hard. Keeping real good tight on that. Leave me some room at the front. So I'm pushing that back to tighten it up. And then I use my fingernail to push that edge over so it's tucked under. So that's about what we want. That lead don't cut, just break it off with your fingers like that. Okay. So we're going to build a little dam on both ends so that lead won't go forward on us. Come back over the top of the lead. Another dam right at the very back. We forgot one key component here. We don't have the marabou. I think we're going to need it. Alrighty. Okay. So, just like in the other ones, we're going to, that's a throwaway. So we're going to thin that down. So separate that one out. Again, as always, less is better. You don't want really big. So that's about the length I want right there. Again, I'm using my fingertips and my thumb as my guide for my length. Okay. Now I'm going to set that, I'm going to start it actually right up on top of the lead, and then I'm going to bring it and drop it right into place. Right in the void after the lead and start at the bend of the hook. Okay? Then all this is, for lack of a better term, is filler. So I don't use nearly as much dubbing that way. It makes it a lot easier. So I'm just going to tie that chenille on there. Again, lift it up, see where that starts. Bring my thread up front. Okay. Then just a tight wraps again. Tighter you keep everything, the better they stay together. Start getting loosey-goosey, that's something your flies are going to come apart. So I want to bring that just in front of the lead. But note there that I still left myself plenty of room here to tie the head off, okay? All right. Then I'm just going to bring my thread back over the top of that, right to the start of that marabou. And then I'm going to start this dubbing. Okay, it usually takes a couple of runs of the dubbing. That if you try to go too long of a distance, meaning between the fly and the bobbin, it gets too hard to wrap it, and you don't want to get in that situation. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to get that first wrap right in there between the chenille and the marabou. And again, I emphasize simplicity. You don't need complex flies. This is a fly that you should be losing some if you're going to catch fish. If you're not losing flies, you're probably not going to catch many fish. These got to be deep, so you're going to get some snags and stuff, and that's fine. But when they're this easy to tie, it's just not that big of a deal. One more just to finish it off here. And I'm not seeing this pattern out there by anyone. Do I think that there could be? I can't be the only person using these products, so I would think that anybody in the know would be using this for leeches. Okay. So I'm holding on to it real tight. Nice triangular head. You could, if you wanted to use a bead on this fly, that'd be okay too. You could then use the lead or not the lead, either way, wouldn't matter. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So now I'm just going to come in there with my brush. So you want that dubbing to flare out so that it gives the appearance of life when it's wet. I mean, that's a pretty awesome looking bug. All right, there we go. There's the leech. Again, you can fish these in browns, blacks, olives, burgundies, even red. Good fly anywhere. Good in rivers as well. But this is one that you'll want to learn. And again, I would encourage you to go with the dubbing. But woolly buggers, like I said, they're kind of like the 30-06 of flies. They've caught a lot of fish, and just like a 30-06 is a hell of a hunting rifle that nobody buys anymore. But at any rate, there it is. There's the leech. And again, I'd ask you to please subscribe. We'd love to have you on board. Thank you for viewing. Give them hell.